Hi Scorpio, welcome to the full moon in Aries for October 17th, 2024. It's supposed to be a very, they call it a super moon. And the energies can be, there can be conflict with these particular energies. I hear from a lot of from a lot of astrologers that it's, it's Aries, so it's contentious. Mars is a warrior planet, and you do have conflict. Number 4, events conflict. So I'm just going to do a quick reading from the book. It is unrest. This conflict can come in the form of another person, which may manifest in ongoing agitation or even open hostilities. This could also signify someone in your life who is thoughtless or dismissive of you, whether it's a friend, a family member, or a co-worker. It's very unsettling and you're not sure how to resolve it. Is there a difficult situation going on in your daily life? Some of the unrest could be with yourself. You are making a situation worse through an attitude of fear or powerlessness. You must stand in your power and take steps to create a calmer approach. Express what you need to express and vent your feelings in your journal. Make decisions that honor you and consciously create some joy in each day. The storm will pass and you will be floating on a peaceful sea again. Okay, I think that says it all. Let's see how that, it is the direction that the reading is going in. So let's get some specifics where this may be concerned. The first set of cards is where you find yourself at the time of the full moon, or if you are actively, consciously closing something out. You'll find that here. The second set of cards is you, what you're thinking, how you're feeling, what you're doing. No, doesn't seem like you're the source of contention here in any case. The last set of cards is the probable outcome. Probable because some things we can change if we have all the information, and some things we are meant to experience, always for our betterment, for our growth, but it doesn't always feel like that. Oh. Okay. Two tens, first of all. That's what I notice first and foremost. Now, when I have two tens on either side, it tells me to focus on this. I will read these for you because I think they're important, but what's happening with you and what you're doing is the main thing here, is something that you should focus on, okay? 10 is the number of completion. So it is the end of a situation while simultaneously beginning something new. Now you have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is a shift. And it seems to me like, so the Wheel of Fortune always says that if you're at the top of the wheel, you can go to the bottom. If you're at the bottom, you can go to the top. But life is a gamble. And anytime you can find yourself at either point on the wheel, it will certainly change. It won't stay that way for too long. However, there is always something to learn on any side of the wheel, and that's the most important thing to concentrate on at this time. Now, the conflict is definitely the Devil card. These are things that break and snag and fall apart. They are people who can be agitating, but it's things that we feel like we can't let go of, right? The things that kind of have us feeling like we're chained to it. So it doesn't have to be people. It can be any kind of codependency. It can be alcohol. It can be drugs. It can be television. It can be work, right? We're chained to our job. We're not going anywhere. We have to do this thing, which is untrue because the chains on the people are loose. It is just us that are holding on to them. Also, the Devil is quite clear with his open hand in showing you that there is, and it's also the Saturnus sign, but showing us what needs to release, what needs to be released, what needs to be let go. It's not a secret. It's nothing that we don't know. We're quite aware of it. Things seem to happen quickly in this situation. You may even be saved from a situation. This is the knight in shining armor that comes in to save the day. But it is quick action, quick thinking, and it can leave just as quickly. So it might even just be a minor thing that's agitating. It can come in very quickly and leave just as quick. And that's also the Wheel of Fortune, right? It's okay, well, it's going to change quicker than you think. So maybe it's nothing to worry about or overthink. It's just a quick conflict, and before you know it, it will be resolved. And that's very possible here because you have the Six of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo. The Six of Wands is Jupiter in Leo. Jupiter's the great benefactor. However, Saturn usually trumps Jupiter. This Saturn is Kronos, who wanted to eat his children because he was fearful that they were going to kill him. That was the prophecy. So yeah, not a great dad. The Six of Wands, however, is a claim. It is victory within a group situation. You can be feeling quite generous in helping people with your talents and your skills. And if you lend your hand to a group of people, it's very possible because of that, things can move forward very nicely. You can adjust and be adaptable with that Six of Wands, which is good. You may need to, and you may need to do it quickly. You have the Nine of Pentacles with that, so details are really important. And don't they say the devil is in the details? So that may be part of the agitation, the small details, the particularities, or even perfectionism, right? You want to show people or somebody, maybe the big boss or something, how good you can be at something, but the devil there can be too many details, too many particularities, that sort of thing. However, Venus in Virgo. Virgo's very good at details, but it is perfectionism. And maybe you have to hurry and you don't have that ability to be perfect with that Knight of Swords movement, which is really quick. Something may have shifted or changed quite suddenly, and then you have to like rearrange or redo, and you don't have that time to make everything just perfect. And that can be maybe possibly a little bit agitating. However, you still have the Six of Wands. You're adaptable, you're flexible, and you can adjust well. The Venus in Virgo is also, the Nine of Pentacles is also in romantic situations where we want somebody who is not just the big showy kind of bring flowers once a month and then I don't see you again kind of energy, but it's who's going to be there, who's going to, stand beside you when you're doing dishes and dry them, who's going to help you with the particularities and the details and the more practical things. With that, you have the Four of Wands, which is a really nice card too. That's Venus in Aries. Both of these cards can be engagement and marriage, but we do still have this very much the strong independent energy. So within a group situation, you still kind of want to have that independence. You want to have that freedom. The Four of Wands is like a rite of passage card. It is celebration, and we have celebration here as well. So I do think there can be parties and celebrations and that sort of thing. And interestingly enough, that could be the devil, right? We got a lot of work to do, but there's so much fun stuff going on around us that do I want to really stay home and work, or should I really finish that project this weekend, or do I really want to go out and enjoy myself and have some fun? that kind of energy. And that could just be internal conflict, right? It doesn't have to be anything massive or major. It's this kind of push-pull between, the fun and then the practicalities, the Virgo kind of responsible energy. Because Four of Wands can also be the marketplace, right? This is where we want you. Come on in. These are people who think like you, act like you. It's a good time. It's fun. I mean, it's funny because you have the two kind of Venus energies, the very practical, down to earth, got to make money kind of look out for my future energy. And then you have Venus in Aries, which is kind of like, come and celebrate, enjoy life, be spontaneous. That's kind of that Four of Wands kind of energy. So it's that sort of push-pull kind of thing. The outcome is the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Ten of Swords is I'm done, I'm finished. But the interesting thing is it is the sun in Gemini. And so you see the sun rising here. And so it's like a new day is dawning. And perspective is really important where the Ten of Swords is concerned. Because the Ten of Swords is the end of a very long, difficult mental situation or the beginning of something new. And perhaps both things simultaneously. We can kind of feel exhausted, and that is a little bit of burning the candle at both ends, right? Got to work, got to do the details, got to, get the job done, but I also want to enjoy myself, party, and have a good time. So this could be the little bit of a burnout here from that sort of activity. Perhaps there's a Queen of Cups that is kind of calling you out. This is the Scorpio card, however. So you know this energy well. Very sharing, very caring, very loyal, very much focused on their emotional world, their intuition, their psychic abilities, but they feel things out. That's the whole idea with the Queen of Cups. On the negative side, and it is can be aspected negatively, it's martyrdom, right? Oh, I can't go because I have to do this and blah, 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 blah. The 6 makes you adjustable and adaptable. Maybe you can spend a little time doing both and not overdoing one or the other. Travel, 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 travel with the world. But it is also issues with the world at large. It is also the graduation card, so we're moving on to a major new cycle, and there are small things that we have to do before we can actually move on. However, in this time that we're waiting, we're sort of in a spiritual box. We're in a protective spiritual box. And the magician has one of these little wands in his hand, and once you've gone through the entire cycle of the major arcana, you have 2, you're more balanced. And you get to move up a level here. But this can just be on a very mundane level, the need to travel or wanting to travel. But it is a big new cycle in your life that you are going to commence upon. So the conflict could be very much internal, right? Okay. Now this could be somebody that you're separated from as well. This can be somebody who's further away from you, or leaving your life. That's also possible. So what does Spirit want you? And you may need to travel to them, or you may want to travel with them or to them. Maybe this person is also feeling quite exhausted and over it. And maybe you just hear from them. That's also possible. What does Spirit want you to know? You have the Archangel Gabriel. Call in the pure white light. That is for the Devil card for sure. Right? When things just seem overwhelming, or there's that difficulty, or, we are tempted in some way. It's about purifying your energy and avoiding temptation. whether that's feeling angry, being hostile, taking on too much, being chained to your work. You know, you need a little bit of energy. It's that kind of thing. All right, Scorpio, I hope this has been helpful. I will return in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. And until then, take very good care. Bye for now.